everybody, Alicia with Van Life Vacations, and today we're going to talk about my why. Why am I doing van life vacations? I don't even have a van. I want a van and I'm going to get a van, but why am I doing this? So last August 2018, we took a camper van vacation to Jackson Hole, Wyoming. We did Yellowstone and Grand Teton. It was awesome. Now, let me just tell you this. My son, Cole, he's 8. He's amazing. He's the biggest NASCAR fan. Kyle Busch, number 18. What? Cole obviously came with my husband and I on this camper van vacation, and he has ADHD combined, so that's the hyperactive and inattentive. And at this time of this vacation, Cole was not taking medication. So we lived in a 19-foot Sprinter van for a week with Cole, and it was the best vacation we have ever taken. We always take vacations where we're outside, being active, fresh air. It's what we enjoy, and it's what Cole thrives on. So let me back up and tell you a little bit about Mr. Cole. He was a super high needs baby. No sleeping, lots of crying, very difficult to soothe. So I stayed at home. I stayed at home until he was, I don't know, it was like 6. I stayed at home, and when he was about 1.5, his inability to soothe himself was so terrible. I started to teach him things. So all in my kitchen, on the bottom kitchen cabinets, I had pieces of paper taped to it. And like one paper would be colors, one paper would be shapes, one paper would be transportation vehicles, one paper would be words, math, letters, everything. So by the time he was 2.5, he was doing math, addition, he was spelling, kangaroo, all sorts of stuff, purple, all colors. He could spell so much stuff. It was amazing. And me teaching him stuff made his behavior so much better because it gave his mind something to focus on and took his mind off of probably what he couldn't soothe. Like, he had no coping skills. So fast forward 2.5, he's spelling, he's amazing, but we're still having major aggression behavioral problems. And I always knew there was something off with him. I totally knew that from the beginning. It just seemed like he was more than what everyone else was describing of their kids. So we get him in therapy down here in Florida, up in Melbourne. It's called Parent-Child Interaction Therapy. And basically, they are taking kids that have aggression and very limited coping skills and putting you in a room with them with a headset with a microphone and a talking thing, and they stood behind a one-way like police window where the psychologist and her doctoral students could look out and observe and talk to me on their headset while Cole and I played based off of what they were telling me to do. Like, they would tell me exactly how to play, and I would have to learn from them what to say, how to say it, when to say it, how to redirect, how to calm him. Sometimes they would get me to, they would want me to push his buttons just to see how we could work with that and if he was able to calm himself on his own. It was intense. And we did that once a week for about 9 months. And then we graduated. We had our skills. We learned how to do it here at home, and we were so consistent and rigid with this plan. It worked for quite some time because he was still small. And as he got bigger and gained more weight, I'm a little person, so I can't, you know, when your kid is like the limp noodle and they weigh 20 pounds normally, they suddenly become like the 50-pound bag of cement. So I know you all know what I mean. Like, when he got to a certain point, I couldn't pick him up and put him in a chair, which was part of this program, because when he was enraged, he was just that 50-pound bag of cement. He was no longer that little kid anymore. So then we got him in talk it out therapy, which was helpful to me too, because at this point in time, I'm feeling way alone. Like, I felt alone for years. I was the mom in the grocery store with the kid who was beating the crap out of her at three, leaving my full shopping cart and like going out to the car. And I would try and the way that I would try and cope with it, because people are judgmental and they would look at me and I would just be like, oh, living the dream, isn't this so great? And like I would get out in the car and sob. It was very sad, because it makes you think you're a bad mom. And these kids, they don't exist everywhere. So my friends at the time, they really didn't understand. And that was even if I told them what was really going on. We didn't spend a lot of time with other people because I was always so worried that Cole was gonna act out and then they would judge us and think I was a bad mom and think my kid was horrible. It was tough. So after the parent-child interaction therapy, we did talk it out therapy for like a year, and then we took a break. Well, then things kind of got worse, and as your kid gets bigger and their behavior gets worse, it's more to handle. And first grade was really tough on us. It was a tough year. Principal, phone calls, all that good stuff. So we got back in talk it out therapy once a week. And then last summer, when he's 7, he's old enough to be tested. So I took him back to where we did the parent-child interaction therapy up at the Scott Autism Center in Melbourne. And I got him tested. And all like along these 7 years, I had just immersed myself in books related to ADHD, like The Explosive Child, Asperger's. I didn't know what was going on, but I knew something was going on. So I wanted to just learn as much as possible and try and figure out how I could help him and what we could do. So results of the testing were, surprise, ADHD combined. So we've got the inattentive and we've got the hyperactive. You super! But then we got a psychiatrist, and from the mom who said she would never medicate. And we tried dyes and food and all, elimination, whatever, gluten. We are now medicating and have been since last September. It's not a stimulant. It's actually a blood pressure medication that helps to just kind of level him out. Helps him slow down so he doesn't have such bad impulse control, and it can kind of make him think through his decisions before he actually does them, which is awesome. And this year in school, 2nd grade, has been amazing. It's like night and day amazing. And we don't medicate at home, so home is always a toss-up. Never know what you're gonna get, but at least we have grown out of the hitting, and he truly understands now that that is unacceptable. So yeah, that's why we're doing van life vacations. Well, that's why I'm doing it. That vacation for us was amazing. And remember I said he was unmedicated at the time. So we're living in the 19-foot Sprinter van for a week. There's no like hotel. Like we would get out and hike and do outdoor activities all day. And that was it. And at night we were in the van playing Uno, maybe watching a movie, reading books, just hanging out and being a family. And it was amazing. So that's what I want. I want my own van, 19 feet-ish, so I can drive it around, make it my day driver, fit it into regular parking spots. And then Friday when I pick him up from school, if we're not doing anything that weekend where we have to be here, peace out, people. We are going camping, and we're going to load up that van and get out of here. So I just want to bring it all to you guys and share all these van rental companies all across the U.S. that are providing this service. It is an amazing way for families or even couples or maybe retirees who had a van when they were younger and now want to go and do that again. You can. It's such a great experience. So that's it. I want a van and I want to share it with you. If you like my channel, hit the subscribe button below. Next week, we'll be showcasing an awesome van rental company up in the Pacific Northwest that refurbishes old Westfalias. They are sweet. So thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all here next week. Bye.